Hi everyone. Imagine waking up in 10 years from now in a life you didn't plan. What does it look like? How does it feel? For me, that's a little bit unsettling, like being adrift without a purpose or low-key being lost in life. Without a clear plan, I could end up feeling stuck or lost, living a life that doesn't fulfill me or my family. That's why I've chosen to be intentional about my future. Planning gives me the power to shape a life that excites me, inspires me, but also makes me live a more easier life. Today I'll explain why planning my future is important to me. First, I'll share my aspirations and why they matter. Then I'll explain the steps I'm taking to reach these goals. And finally, I show you my plan and how planning shapes my mindset and personal growth. My aspirations and their importance. My dream is to become the head of marketing of a fashion house. What is a fashion house? Those are like Christian Dior or Carolina Herrera. And if this is not possible, I would also love actually to have create my own brand and market it in my own way. These goals excite me because they align with my passion of fashion and marketing. They give me purpose and drive, and ensure that I can have a life and have a job that is something that I love as well. Setting goals also helps me prioritize what matters the most. I focus time and energy on meaningful projects that push me closer to my dreams, but also my hobbies. As mentioned before, I would really love to have a life where I'm working with something that is my passion and not really like an obligation. This also helps me focus. This focus allows me to not be distracted or sidetracked on what I really want in my life. And now that I've shared aspirations, let me tell you how I'm working to actually achieve these aspirations. Um, Firstly, I'm building a strong foundation through education and experience. An example of this is back home. I've had opportunities to work with companies and actually meet a lot of people, and hopefully later on in life, I can use these connections to slowly build myself up. I'm also exploring fashion design, which deepens my understanding of the fashion industry attached with what I'm studying, and that's marketing. I'm actively also growing my network. Connecting with mentors has been the most important thing in my experience. I've met with people who are CEOs of businesses, restaurants, and I've been able to see a really close look on how it is to be what I want to be when I'm older. I also try to stay creative by designing my own pieces of fashion. And that's something that as a college student, I find a lot of peace, and it's actually my passion. And now by creating these pieces of fashion, I can promote them. So this is low-key what I really want to achieve. Be able to be creative in with my hands, but also in the business area. I've also learned to embrace challenges and adapt. Like obstacles have taught me that having a plan really helps me. Like it allows me to get sometimes out of track, because once I want to start back, it's not like I'm starting from zero. I have my plan, so I know where to continue, and this automatically follows to my next point, and that's flexibility. Flexibility ensures that even when things don't go as planned, I can go back to my track. I have my plan, I know what I want to accomplish. Finally, let's explore how planning impacts my mindset and my personal growth. Planning gives me a sense of confidence. It makes me feel that I have control of what's going on. And personally, I love to do everything on pen and paper. I'm slowly transitioning into everything that has to do with technology, but I feel it's the best way to actually have a sort of plan. Um, each step I take towards my dreams fuels positivity and excitement, and it allows me to keep on going. A clear plan helps me feel secure even when life throws me those little curveballs. A lot of things can always happen, and having my plan makes me that's like my safety net. And planning also allows me to have resilience and discipline. Um, Consistency is key, so meeting my milestone builds trust in my abilities and shows me that if I actually stay consistent, I am capable of what I want to accomplish. And lastly, I would say that I really, really do think it's important for everybody to celebrate their small victories. So that's something that I also imply in myself. And to conclude, planning my future is really important to me because it connects me to aspirations. It outlines a low-key step by step of how I can achieve them, and it strengthens my mindset. I shared my dream of becoming the head marketing of a fashion brand, and how these goals give me some sort of passion and direction, because I automatically am tying this, I guess, position with my hobby, and that's fashion. Um, I've also think it's really important to keep on gaining experience, expand my knowledge, build my network, embrace challenges because they're always going to come. And finally, I would say planning really has been helping me also in my college career, so I'm a pretty like 100% sure that it's gonna help me in the future. To say goodbye about this presentation, I would like to say just remember that the life you envision starts with your choices. It starts with your productivity. Planning isn't just about hoping for the best. It's about intentionally building like the future that you want and the life that you want. For me, it's about creating a life that I can mix with my passions, with my aspiration, with a sort of safety net feeling. And I just want my 17 or 15-year-old self to feel proud that I made her life easier. Thank you very much.